Hello everyone, this is the Russian Prince with another Chaos Riders Tournament match cast. This is round of 16 match between MorS of VM Clan and Chaos Blade. It's a best of 5. It looks like the starting map is going to be Usui Pass. That is going to be the first game map. As we hopefully load into the game, because I really want to load into the game. And in terms of who I think the favorite here is, it's gotta be Chaos Blade, because I've seen him play before and he has experience and he plays generally pretty well, so we'll see how far he can get in just a few moments once we get in. There we go, we're now in the game, so time to put it on slow motion. But Usui Pass, a bit of a strange map to be honest. Very rush based in general. Anyway, we see a workshop, farmhouse, and shrine on the field. Now for Chaos Blade's build, we have a command gun general, I imagine here. Cav wise, we see a revolver cav on the field. 4 Yari keys on the left flank. Looks like a mix of, well, 2 rank 3s, 2 rank 4s. We see a Saber Cav on the right flank, rank 2. And last but not least, another Saber Cav rank 2 over here. Now the main contingent of Chaos Blade, interestingly enough, only melee. So he has 2 Yarikachis, both rank 3. He also has 3 Shogatai on the field. Looks like rank 3 ones and a vanilla Shogatai. So no meat shields at all for Chaos Blade. Interesting decision. With this build, I would have honestly gone for Bushido General, but hey, we'll see if this works out the way he wants it to work out. Now, Workshop, he will definitely take it. He might actually even get the farmhouse, and he is not actually capping the shrine, which is a potential issue, but I suppose he's afraid of the General of MorS and the Revolver Cavalry, so that he would not get out in time, which is, of course, something that one should definitely be aware of. It would be too risky to dismount the Cav unit here and start capping because of those units there. Now for MorS, I need to put it in slow motion, so he has the, looks like Command General, full command, but not a lot of levels on that general, so that's a problem. Then of course we see the revolver cab right here. And we see some Yari keys as well, 1 rank 1, 1 rank 4 I believe over here. Then we see, well, we don't actually see anything else, but in terms of 150s we have a US Marine, also with suppression fire. Then we have a mix of red bears and black bears, I suppose. So we see 1 red bear on each flank, looks like both rank 2 and... Actually, no, this one is rank 1, okay. And we saw some black bears over here. I believe it was like 3 black bears or something. And this one is rank 4. Not a cost-effective level 4. These are... Oh, it's actually a red bear, not a black bear. My bad. The black bear is rank 2. Okay. Still, I don't think you should upgrade red bears that far. I think you should keep them at max level 2. 3 if you really want to spend points. Like with 3 I would go 2 reload and suppression fire, but anything more is absolutely not worth it. Even that may not be worth it unless you're sure you're fighting against the rush, I would say. So we have naval bombardment on the field by MorS. He's trying to make Chaos Blade run away from there. Oh, Chaos actually does have a single line with the Shogunate infantry, interestingly enough, but Chaos did get the workshop, the farmhouse, and looks like he might end up capping the shrine. But MorS has this US Marine over here. Will not be able to gain first shot though, because of the line of sight. Marines here, it's a bit questionable unless you really get perfect line of sight. So like from here to this other side would work out, but gotta be real careful with that. Anyway, here comes the engagement. Chaos Blade gets a Saber Cap straight into this red bear. Downhill charge into the rear of the red bear. Bye-bye red bear, but it looks like Revolver Cap engaging here, but engaging so close to the line with an attack order, which is a mistake, which means that the Revolver Cav will now actually get in melee and start losing men. You shouldn't usually give attack orders to Revolver Cav, you should just move them in position, in a nice position. Now, Chaos Blade seems to be charging up here, And the good thing for MorS is that he's kiting back, but he's taking damage while doing so. And he doesn't have any dojos, MorS that is. Chaos Blade is engaging here, and his Yarikachis are in melee. These guys will really trade well here. We've got the Shogitais in melee with these units here. So cav-wise, Chaos Blade is doing really well. He's getting more units into the fray. And the thing is, he's killed a lot of MorS's cavalry and perhaps his general. And Chaos still has plenty of cav left. If only he would actually use his cav. There we go. This unit is still not being used, but looks like now it'll get moved. So he's getting into all these line units of MorS, which could be huge. Shogitai not getting a lot of kills, but now the Araki will get a nice charge here. Looks like the general of MorS is dead, and at this point, this really should be signaling the end of MorS, because there's just way too many units on the field for Chaos Blade. Yes, the balance of power didn't look like it was that much in favor of Chaos Blade, but really, trust me, it is in favor of Chaos Blade. He's not going to be able to... Yes, this US Marine will get some kills, but it's not going to be able to finish off anything here, really. Chaos Blade here. Weird position with the Shogunate Guard and Shogunate Infantry. But again, sometimes these strange line formations do happen. Some weird bugs with the game, of course. But Chaos Blade moving up here. He's going to finish off this US Marine. And then it's gonna go. He's gonna go for the Black Bear. There's no issues here. Here we see the Marine getting charged. Ooh, here come the Yarikis, massacring these Marines. And that is going to be game. So Chaos Blade will take relatively easy first game victory here, I would like to say. If we look at the stats, again, carried mostly by Cav. This game, I would say. The melee were just there for the extra staying power, I suppose, but the cav is what really hammered it in for Chaos Blade. So yeah, we'll see soon enough. The statistics. Shogitai actually getting plenty of kills here. But yeah, the cavalry for Chaos Blade did exceptionally well here. For MorS, not much damage with the rest of his units. Except with his Marines, he did damage, but it wasn't really enough. Because they didn't have enough time to do it. But that's game 1. Let's see how game 2 happens. This is game 2 of the match. We have our Rich Pass is the designated map for this game. And we'll see how both players decide to engage each other on this map as we load into the game. And there we are. So let's take a look at the dojos now that we're in. We have the archery dojo on the field as well as the farmhouse. So Chaos Blade should have the advantage here because the archery dojo is right next to him. Now, in terms of build, Chaos Blade has his command gun general, as previously noted. Then we see 4 Yarikis on the right flank. I believe the same thing as before. Actually, no. Okay, so looks like 3 Yarikis rank 3, 1 rank 2. Then we have a Revolver Cav on the field and 2 Saber Cav, probably rank 2 as well. So the normal stuff for him. But in terms of lines, well, we see 2 Shogunate Guard infantry on the field and a US Marine as well. Now we do have some regular lines as well. I believe it's 3 Red Bears on the field. Yeah, there we go, 3 Red Bears. So not that many lines. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines only. But pretty strong lines, all of them, of course. Now, for MorS, what do we have? Well, we see a command general, a Revolver Cav on the field, plenty of Cav on his left flank. Looks like they're all Yarikis, and one of them is rank 5. Now, on his right flank, we see 2 Saber Cav, 1 rank 4, 1 vanilla, and the Revolver Cav again, as previously mentioned. In terms of elites, well, we see a Royal Marine, and that seems to be just about it for elites. We also see 2 Spear Levy on the field. Interesting choice. And it looks like a Katana Kachi rank 2. Huh, interesting. Then we do also have, looks like 2 black bears in the center, both rank 3. Only one of them has suppression fire though. Oh, alright. Not quite sure what upgrades this one has. Oh, it has an extra reload upgrade. Alright, I see. But then, what upgrade does this one have? Oh, accuracy. That's, it's really a bit meh over reload on black bears. I would have preferred to see just pure reload. Anyway, that being said, let's just hit play. Chaos Blade definitely with a better position here. MorS isn't even capping the farmhouse. He could have capped it, but now he's not gonna be able to. And of course, Chaos Blade. Oh, there's a naval bombardment. Chaos Blade needs to be careful there, because he can definitely be in a rough spot here if he gets hit by naval bombardment. But all he has to do is just pull back, because he's gonna keep the archery dojo. So essentially, this is a bit of a waste with the naval bombardment, because we don't see any push here. And Chaos Blade has settled in really nice spots here. You can see he's got the forest, both of the forests here in the center actually. And now he's gonna get himself another forest here. So here comes the naval bombardment. Doesn't hit anything. So wasted naval bombardment there. Well, I mean, I guess it does kind of give MorS a bit more time to position, because Chaos Blade can't move up the Shogun Guard infantry, but really shouldn't make that much of a difference. It wasn't really worth it, honestly. Now, the question is, how is MorS going to engage this? We heard some shots. Looks like Chaos Blade is getting first volleys here on the Black Bear. And he's actually captured the farmhouse too, which is huge. Is to reposition his red bears though, because this is not the best position for them here. It's kind of odd. If you just put them facing like this in the forest, that would make his positioning far better. Now he could be making a potential mistake attacking over on this flank, because there's a spear levy and there's more cav on the field for MorS. So it looks like he's gonna do the smart thing, which is pull out of this engagement. He doesn't want to get caught out of position and completely stomped. Ooh, there's naval bombardment, which actually hits the Yariki, so it's not completely useless, and it does quite a bit of damage to the Yariki, and they are not being moved yet, so even more losses. 35 men left. Engagement happening over here. Looks like Chaos Blade is losing his saber cav here. This is not the perfect engagement for Chaos Blade, but he has actually killed quite a significant amount of MorS's units, so it's not that bad of a trade. Now, there's an engagement here. Looks like MorS does get the charge into the Red Bear, but with no follow-up, this unit is not going to be cost-effective. Revolver Cav just flattens the Yariki, so this is not a great engagement for MorS at all. Now, on this side, the same thing happening here. Red Bear is destroying the Saber Cav. Chaos Blade has a unit that's coming in play here as well, and these units will not really pay for themselves. So all that Chaos Blade has to do here is just kite back with this Red Bear. He has the speed because of Farmhouse. Looks like there's an engagement here, which Chaos Blade definitely has the better of trade. Shogun Guard infantry just destroyed that Black Bear. Now he'll kite a bit and reposition this Red Bear to give really nice flanking shots onto this Katana Kachi. Very well done there by Chaos Blade. He made a slight mistake here by pushing up too far, but he realizes it, so he's going to turn around. Could be a bit too late, but this is also could be a magnet for Chaos Blade, because if this unit gets charged, it's still not worth it, because MorS is going to lose so much cavalry here. A revolver is getting ready to fire, actually. But it's not firing, so this could be troublesome for Chaos Blade. But here come the revolver shots, starting to deal massive damage to Yarikis. The Red Bear didn't even get routed here. Look at that revolver cav just doing so much damage. Here there's an engagement. Looks like Red Bear in melee against Black Bear in melee. That's a funny one. But Red Bear will do very well, though. It's not going to win just because it doesn't have as many men, essentially. So there's that. But it's definitely going to take that Black Bear down a lot. And actually, it might win. But it's... No, it shouldn't win now, should it? Wow, it might actually turn it around, being 50 men down. I cannot believe it. Oh, MorS making a huge mistake here with the Yarikis charging into Shogun Guard infantry. But Shogunate Guard infantry didn't actually deliver their volleys. Here, more mistakes by MorS here, actually. He's just attacking, and this is really not the moment to do it. MorS rushing in with, Chaos Blade rushing in with everything, which might mean that his own revolver cap might shoot his own troops, but doesn't matter at this point. On this side, you can see the Red Bear actually turned it around eventually against the Black Bear in melee. Pretty amazing. 50 men down, the Red Bear still won. That is really crazy. Now here in the center, this could be an engagement that MorS does not want, because his general is going to go down for sure here. It might actually get the jump on the Shogunate Guard infantry, potentially. There we go. Shogunate Guard infantry doesn't get the shots off, but it's fine. It's going to take out the general in melee. Now there's an engagement here. Royal Marines will win against the Cav, but that doesn't matter. What matters is that Chaos Blade now has the opportunity to shoot down the Royal Marines while they can't do anything. And of course, to use his Revolver Cav to demolish these Royal Marines. Probably should just charge in with the Revolver Cav into the Royal Marines. Now he's dealing with the General of MorS as well. So right now, this is extremely easy for Chaos Blade to deal with. But he makes a mistake here. His Shogunate Guard infantry does get charged by by Katanakachi, so the Katanakachi will win that easily. But if you think about it for a second, Shogunate Guard infantry is still pretty strong in melee, and it doesn't actually matter because, yeah, Chaos Blade has won everywhere else pretty convincingly. So yet another convincing game from Chaos Blade. This game 2 here. He's done quite well for himself, and might be a 3-0, which I suppose I was predicting. Now we will of course see soon enough how things go here. So good statistics. Well, yeah, not many kills for MorS. In fact, Chaos Blade did killed 100 of his own men, which is pretty amazing. Yeah, look at those revolver kills, those Red Bears and Cav. Pretty nice stuff. For MorS, nothing too cost effective here at all, I would say, I suppose. And anyway, that was game 2. Match point for Chaos Blade. We'll see what MorS can do in the third game. Here we have game 3 of the match on Aki, of all maps. It could potentially end on this one. Aki, really crazy map. We'll see what these players do, but on this map you have 2 big hills, one on each side, with no man's land in the center basically. But let's take a look at it. So we have 3 dojos: Sword Dojo over here, Farmhouse in the center, and on the other flank, Workshop. Now for Chaos Blade, what do we see? Well, we have the Command Gun General, also 4 Yari keys on the field. Looks like 2 rank 2s and 2 rank 3s with a Revolver Cav on the field as well. There's a Red Bear on that flank. Now on the right flank, we see, looks like 2 Yarikachis, rank 3, both of them. We also have 3 Shogutais on the field. One of them is called Korea, okay. Looks like 2 are vanilla and 1 is rank 3. With the morale upgrade and a melee attack upgrade? I don't know. No, actually not a morale upgrade. Just getting the morale upgrade from the general, but maybe speed? I have no idea what the third one is. We also see a Red Bear on this flank as well, so, and also the 2 Saber Cav. Not sure if I mentioned vanilla this time around. Now for MorS, what do we have? Well, the Command Gen. And now this time 3 Saber Cav on the right flank. Nope, make that 2 and 1 Revolver Cav. And on the left, what do we see? It looks like 4 Yari keys, 2 vanilla, and 1 rank 5 and 1 rank 4. Now we see a Spear Levy on each flank, and in the center, a mix of Red Bears, Black Bears, and some elite units. Oh, there's an Imperial Infantry here, of all things. 2 Imperial Infantry on the field, okay. US Marine, and then this Black Bear is rank 2, this Red Bear is rank 4. Again, not quite liking Red Bear's rank 4, but oh well. Red floats his boat. Now let's see what Chaos Blade is gonna do here. It looks like he's gonna try and go for this dojo right here. This is going to give him the sword dojo, which is really good for him. He's gonna win the melee engagement. There's naval bombardment on the field, which he has to be really careful about. It looks like he's gonna send a single liner to the center to get the farmhouse. He is not gonna be able to get to it though if MorS keeps moving up towards the farmhouse here to cap it. Now he might actually cap the workshop with the single line unit here, which would be really good for him. Getting all the dojos right now is Chaos Blade, so doing a really nice thing. Naval bombardment actually is hitting the Shogitai, but shouldn't have been such a bad hit. Yeah, they only lost 1 man each of these right now, but hitting more men right now as well. So the Shogitai is moving up, 147, 149, no big deal there. But this Yarikachi taking a pretty nasty volley here is going to take another one. So yeah, damage has been dealt to this Yarikachi. The farmhouse could not be conquered. Now there is engagement over here. Looks like the revolver cavalry is getting shot at by the Red Bear. It's getting targeted, and now it's down to 44 men. Chaos Blade did not charge in properly with his Yarikis though, so he made a mistake there. No engagements over here, but Chaos Blade is going to try and turn this around, but the revolver cav here is going to do really well. And this Chaos Blade can actually get into it. This Yariki is doing really well against the Saber Cav. And now the Chaos Blade will get into the revolvers, which should end the life of the revolvers there. They're not in a formation that will do them justice now. Chaos Blade has to pull back here with this Red Bear because it could get singled out really easily. So he's got to pull back there. It looks like he's pushing up with this Yarikachi, and he took a pretty sick engagement on this flank because he had the Yarikis against Saber Cav. You don't want to go with the Saber Cav against the Yarikis, really, or that happens. Now this Red Bear is of course still in position to actually fire, but there's a line of sight issue here, which Chaos Blade is using wisely. On this side, Yariki is preparing to attack Yarikachi with an attack order on the spear levy, because they can easily defeat them. Now we see Chaos Blade going up for a charge here. I believe he's using loose formation, which should help his Shogitai not be destroyed on the charge. Huge mistake here by Chaos Blade. Saber Cav coming in up first. Will still connect, but will not do so much damage. And yeah, it's going to be neutralized. Now I see MorS coming in for a nice charge in the center with the Yarikis into the Shogitai. But now MorS is unable to defend his US Marines from the Saber Cav charge. Does get a really close range volley though against the Saber Cav, but here comes Chaos Blade with revolvers. He's just going to push this forward no matter what the cost, apparently. And he needs to move his revolvers around properly here, you know. But looks like they are going to be able to duke it out with the US Marines here. Even the General of Chaos Blade is up here. And he's getting really nice trades here as well. The Yarikachi is catching the spear levy. Here comes Chaos Blade from behind, which should really seal the deal here. Doesn't even need to charge the US Marines. He can actually just go for the General of MorS, but it looks like he will just continue into the US Marines. That's also fine. But he could have killed MorS's General by now, and looks like he's going for it right now. On this side, the Yarikachi is destroying the spear levy. Chaos Blade's revolver cap still on the field. Yariki is destroying the General of MorS, and on this flank you can see that Chaos Blade has won pretty decisively. Nice shots here by the revolver cap, actually very well done here. This revolver cap really paying for itself because it killed Marines and Cav. Definitely worth its weight in gold. And now it looks like MorS doesn't have much left, and this revolver cap still does damage. Might finally die to this Yariki potentially, but no, the General looks to be saving it. The revolver cap will stay alive, 130 very important kills. Now this Imperial Infantry will win the melee against the Yariki, but that's not going to matter because we have some Shogitais coming in. Down to only 133 men, so they didn't really get shot up that much. Now this Yarikachi here will eventually lose to the Imperial Infantry in melee, but doesn't really matter because we have the Gen supporting this combat here. He's actually firing, but isn't getting many kills, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, on this side, the Yarikachi still chasing the spear levy off the field. But yeah, just not much left for MorS at the moment. Yarikachi's finishing off this Imperial Infantry. Yariki charge should be the final charge here. And there they go into the Imperial Infantry, smashing them. Even one guy in the air here. So that's going to be a pretty clean 3-0 here by Chaos Blade. Very, very well done by him here. And let's take a look at this situation in the battle statistics. Imagine Chaos Blade didn't deploy that much, but he actually just had... because he had all those melee units, right? But we'll see. No, they actually both deployed the exact same amount, 1500 units. Wow. Now, kills-wise, yeah, Yarikachi and Yarikis. I would expect the Yarikis to do well, yeah, because they traded so well on that flank. But if we look at MorS's units, again, nothing did particularly well here, honestly. Even the US Marines were kind of wasted because they got destroyed by revolvers and by saber caps, so they really didn't have much time to shine. Anyway, that was the match. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. Follow me on social media. I'll see you next time.